Hey, my lovely ladies in the Plant Empowered Woman group. I'm vegan coach Naomi, and I am about to break the internet. And here's why. Because I'm about to make cranberry sauce without all that sugar. Because if you start Google searching how to make natural cranberry sauce, you're gonna see all these recipes that have like a cup of sugar. I even saw one that had 2 cups of sugar. That's ridiculous. That's not necessary. And so I'm going to show you how to do it right now, starting with just this one package of cranberries, okay? Now, these can be frozen or they can be fresh. It's up to you. I had them in the freezer because whenever I see cranberries for sale, right? Whenever I see them like on sale, buy one, get one free, or twofers or anything like that, I pick them up. So watch me break the internet right now. I'm gonna be making this cranberry sauce without all that sugar. And I'm gonna show you how I do it. So here I have a saucepan set on medium heat. It's actually, I want it on medium high. And then I need to add some liquid, right? So the most common liquid that we add, and let me know if you guys are on here, so that I can say hi. And if you're new to the group, definitely let me know. Elisa, yay, nice to see you here. Tina, nice to see you. I haven't seen you on one of these live streams before. Welcome to my kitchen. I'm vegan coach Naomi, and I am making cranberry sauce without all that sugar. Here's how I did it. So, and you guys, if you watched me make that berry syrup like a week ago in the Instant Pot, this is the same technique, except I'm gonna do it in an actual pot here for you guys. And I wanna show you that it's the same thing for cranberry sauce. I don't know why there's all of this confusion about cranberry sauce, so I wanted to get in here and show you how quick it is. So, we need to add some liquid. So most typically it's orange juice. So I had a whole bunch of these clementines, right, left over from the retreat last weekend. So I just squeezed them up. I came up with a half a cup. And these clementines are going to add lots of natural fruit sugars, right? Along with all the pulp and all of the fiber that goes along with that, that's going to help thicken it up. So in goes the half a cup of juice. And you'll see that it brings the liquid in the pot up pretty nice. And we want to keep the heat pretty good and not high, but medium to a little higher. Elisa says, love the syrup. Keep on making it all the time. When I see that I have too many berries that can go bad. Good for you. That's so, so wonderful. This is the same thing with cranberries. And let me tell you guys, add cranberries to that berry syrup and you're just adding antioxidants, you're adding more vitamins, more minerals, more berries, more plant power. So that's what I was saying, like during the holidays, you can get these bags of berries, buy one, get one free for cranberries, and you just throw them in the freezer, like bag after bag after bag. You'll have them all year long. It's the greatest thing ever. So here is what's going on in the pot. So I have it on higher, a little bit higher than medium. And so I squeezed all of these clementines, but you can use any oranges that you have. You can use a squeezer like this. You can use a juicer like this that has a small thing. You can use a big orange juicer. You can just squeeze it with your hand, cut it in quarters, squeeze it with your hand. You can do it any way you want. You can use any kind of oranges you want. And then I got to thinking, what else can I add? So if you've ever done coaching with me or been in any of my weight loss groups, you know that one of my famous sayings is, what else can you add to that, right? So we always want to bump up the nutrition. We always want to add more to it if we got it, if it's in the fridge, and I have apples. So I'm going to just shred an apple, like just for fun. And you don't have to. But again, what's this going to do? It's going to add sweetness. It's going to add some body to our cranberry sauce. So I just shredded it, right? With a shredder right there like that. And I'm just gonna throw that in the pot, and that's totally optional. It's gonna make it, whoops, I just dropped it on the burner. That's not cool, there we go. So I am gonna stir it around with a masher because I wanna help these mash up a little bit. You know they're done when they begin to pop. And so it takes just a few minutes for that to happen, right? So we wanna just let that boil and bubble a little bit. That smells really, really good. Now, what else can we add to bump up the nutrition and make this a nice thick cranberry relish, right? Because what the sugar does, when people add, straight up cups of sugar, that sort of crystallizes and makes it thicker. So we want to have that same effect by just adding different things. So I added the beautiful fresh squeezed orange juice with its pulp. I added a shredded apple just there. And now I'm going to add some chopped walnuts. And these are chopped up pretty small. They're already in my bag like that. I'm just going to add some because I want mine to be like chunky. But I'm not going to add too many. I'm just going to add some. And again, this is going to add more fiber, more antioxidants, more protein, more plant power. And I'm going to keep stirring with my masher, which is the same thing. Oh my God, this smells amazing. Which is the same thing I did when I made that berry syrup. And I know that lots of you guys have been talking about the holidays, wondering what to make for the holidays, all that kind of stuff. So we can talk about that while this is cooking. It's bubbling so nice. I should probably take you over there to show you how it's bubbling. Where is it? How can I do that? There we go. Can you guys see that? You see the bubbling? It's not very easy to take the phone right on top of the pot. That's kind of not the smartest thing. But there we go. So I'm going to keep showing it to you as it goes because this is how you know when it's done. You can see the popping. So let me know if you're on here. Let me know if you're watching. Let me know if you have questions about holiday dishes. One of the ladies in my Plant Empowered Woman 12-week weight loss group, she was asking last week, how do you make vegan mashed potatoes without butter and cream? Well, I have that written up on my website under a beautiful lentil gravy recipe, exactly how to make mashed potatoes without butter and cream. And I have a very secret thing that I do, which I'm going to tell you right here because you guys are in my group, so you get to know all the secrets. Tina says, I missed the beginning. Did you use water to start the boil? No, I didn't. I just put in orange juice. And you can put in more orange juice or you can put in a little bit of water with your orange juice. I just used a little over a half a cup of liquid, and my pot is looking like this. You can see the liquid is up there. So they're starting to pop, and I'm starting to mash. And Tina, you can watch the replay of this as soon as I get off of here. You can go ahead and go right on there and watch the replay. And then, so I'm going to turn it down a little bit because it's really boiling. So, what was I saying? Mashed potatoes, my secret is to boil cloves of garlic along with the potatoes. And then you're going to add at the very end on the mashing part. You're not going to whip them or anything like that. You're going to use a masher. So that's this or this. These are mashers. It's very, very simple. And you're going to add some warm veggie broth and some warm plant milk, soy milk, almond milk. Those are the two best ones. Don't use oat milk. That one doesn't really do good when it's warm. I would say almond milk or cashew milk or soy milk is the best to use. And you just mash that gently. I like it sort of like a rough mash, so not smooth and creamy, but like roughly mashed. And that makes and then salt and pepper to your taste, and that makes the most amazing, most tastiest, most satisfying vegan mashed potatoes that you could ever hope to have. They're the greatest thing ever. And then of course in that, above that recipe is my lentil gravy recipe that you can use to serve gravy along with your dinner. And so all of the spices and the smells, the aromas, they match the rest of the Thanksgiving seasonings that most people are used to. All right, so we're gonna keep mashing. Now, you can also add a little bit of cinnamon if you like cinnamon. And I happen to love cinnamon, so I'm just gonna add some because we got the apple going in there. So I just added about 1/4 teaspoon, not very much. And for all sweet things, I'm gonna do like 2 twists of salt. 1, 2. And all that does is it just brings up the flavor of the tart versus the sweet. It's just so delicious when you do that. And we are almost done with this. You see how quick I made that? Wow. I'm gonna be showing it to you in a minute. And I'm also gonna be tasting it because cranberries are very tart. They're super, super tart. And I'm gonna turn this down as I go so that I don't burn it. So I do have some maple syrup here and I might add a tablespoon or 2, but I'm gonna taste it and find out. And then if I want it to be thicker, and I'm gonna show you how thick this is when it's done. If I want it to be thicker, we can add some chia seeds to that, a tablespoon at a time, and we can thicken it up and make it more like a jelly. But that's your choice. So let me get a nice see-through bowl so that I can show you what this looks like. And I'm gonna give it a taste. We'll give it a taste. Oh wow, this really looks good. So now, again, it's up to you how much you want to mash it. Maybe you want to have some whole berries in there, and maybe you want to have no berries in there. Or maybe you want to take an immersion blender and totally blend the whole thing smooth. That's up to you. I think I'm gonna like it just like this. So I'm gonna take a little taste with a spoon, and I'm gonna see how tart it is. And I'm also gonna show you what this looks like. So look at my jelly, you guys. Look at that. You see how thick it is? It's not even falling off. Whoa, there we go. All right, so I want to taste it. What do you guys think of this? Isn't that pretty? You should smell what this smells like. It's like, oh my God, amazing. All right, here we go. Okay, so it's very tart. So let's see, how many should I add? I'm gonna do one at a time. For the berry syrup, I usually only end up adding 2 tablespoons for a whole bag. So I'm gonna start with 2 tablespoons. Now remember, syrup is a whole plant food, pure maple syrup. This is how it comes out of the tree. It's a whole plant food. And adding 2 tablespoons of syrup is a far cry from adding 1 cup of pure white sugar or 2 cups of pure white sugar. Far cry. So let's stir that up and give it another taste. Ooh. Oh my God, that is looking so, so pretty. All right, here we go. Do you guys think this is doable? Let me know in the comments if you think this is doable for you. Isn't that pretty? Oh my God, that is amazing. I think that is really, well, other people might like it sweeter. My husband might like it sweeter. I like it like this. I would like to even put it on my oatmeal, just like the berry syrup. And that's why I'm saying that go ahead and add this to the berry syrup. All right, so the total is 2 to 3 tablespoons. Okay, so I'm going to show you what this looks like. Gosh, this is so, so pretty. You see that? You see it bubbling? You see how thick it is? See how thick that is? Oh yeah. super thick. All right, let's get it poured into a bowl. I don't think this needs any chia seeds. I haven't tested it. I winged it today. I'm testing it with you guys. That's what I'm doing right now. Okay. So, now, you see that? Nothing there is stuck. Nothing is burnt. Nothing needs to be scrubbed. I'm going to put cold water in it, and it's just going to all come right off. And that's one of the beautiful things about oil-free cooking. In fact, I'm going to show you that. I'm just gonna use my sprayer, and I'm gonna show you how it comes right out. Look at that. You see that? People are like, oh, you can't cook without oil. Everything's gonna burn. No, stainless steel pot, never burn anything. All right, now look how this looks, you guys. Do you think that you could serve this at your table? What happened to my spoon? Here we go. Let's take a look at it more. Do you think that you could serve this at your Thanksgiving table? And by the way, it will continue to gel up and thicken up in the refrigerator. So I don't think the chia seeds are, I don't think that they're necessary at all unless you really want to make a jelly, like jelly consistency. So I'm not gonna put that in mine, because it's not Thanksgiving yet, and so I'm going to eat this on my oatmeal for the rest of the week. So let me know in the comments if you think that you could make this, and if I broke the internet because I didn't use a cup of sugar in this silly cranberry sauce. Look at that, how easy that was to make. Literally, there is no recipe like this on the internet. Marcy says, yum, definitely adding chopped celery, grapes, and pineapple. Ooh, you could add lots of different fruits and vegetables. I would test the whole celery thing. I don't know how that would taste, but you saw how quickly I just did this test, right? So go ahead, buy a bag, test it up like I just did. What I'm gonna do is write the recipe down because I wrote it right here. I'm gonna put it up on the blog, and I'll put this video with it so that you guys can watch it, and so that you guys you can add pineapple. Adding grapes, that sounds really cool, really tasty, and a way to add sugar without adding sugar, which is the greatest thing ever, because you're going to use the masher to mash it, and so it's all whole foods. So you're going to get that sugar along with the fiber and all the wonderful benefits of all the whole plant foods. Sherry, nice to see you on here, Sherry. You're new in the group, aren't you? Yummy, I'm gonna make this, she says. Irma says, please post the whole recipe. I tuned in late. Oh man, you missed it. But guess what? This replay video is going to be available in the timeline. As soon as I get off of here, you can go back and you can watch the beginning. That's it for today. I'll show you one more time like how this is setting up and thickening up. And this is just the most wonderful way to make cranberry sauce, and you don't need all that sugar. And so I want to empower you guys to think simply and cook simply and make it this delicious. Sherry, welcome to the group. I hope that you enjoyed today's cooking video, and I will see you guys in the group.